Do do do. La da 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 da. All right. We should be live. Gaming. All right. Xbox. All right. We got that updated. All right. My brother should be joining me here very shortly. The event starts in 2 minutes. Go get that pulled up. I'll unmute it when it starts. Oh, you can move this around. Oh, that's cool. That's what I want. That's what I want. This is probably like my favorite, one of my favorite showcases. I feel like Xbox always kind of brings it with their showcases. PlayStation, I don't think they've had a good showcase in a few years now. It's been a long time since I felt like they've had a really good one. I mean, as someone who is like well versed in gaming, and I didn't even watch the PlayStation showcase the other day, just kind of goes to show like how bad I would say those are. And the Nintendo is very hit or miss too. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and my brother should be here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and unmute this. And then pull this in. All right, let's go. Hopefully it's not too. YouTube is always so loud, so if I need to turn it up a little, I certainly will. What do they have? Ah, this is so cool. I'm gonna turn closed captioning off. There we go. I can't remember what this game is called. It's like that Bioshock game. No. Clock tap. What is it? Clockwork. I don't think this is it though.
technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism.
Power of capitalism.
Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and red and blue.
All right, brother's having some difficulty with his laptop, so we're gonna keep it rolling.
Every last bit that I save is intended for you.
Oh, is this just Outer Worlds?
Lost maybe
It's what?
I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning.
What's up, Broski?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Alright, I'm joining from my phone for now while my computer restarts.
Okay.
What have they shown so far? Just Outer Worlds?
Yep, this is all they've shown.
Okay.
Inflate our impressions and egos
Nice.
by staying tuned after the showcase.
Outer Worlds 2 Direct after the showcase.
Oops. World premiere.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just been so depressed lately.
You know, it would fix everything. Humanzapro.
What is this, High on Life 2?
Yeah, I think so. That's pretty cool. I like that game a lot.
Ooh, the grinding too. That looks cool.
Oh.
I mean, it makes sense. This game did really well on Game Pass.
Yeah. Did it come to PlayStation? I think it did.
It did, yeah, it did.
Okay.
I think it came a year later.
Okay.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, you think we'll see any like Switch 2 logos?
I don't know if we'll see logos here, but I think
Yeah, probably like maybe after the fact, like on Twitter.
yeah, or like Nintendo tweets out at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is coming to Switch 2.
Yeah, this is sick, man. I like this.
Yeah. This came to
What?
Switch 1, right?
Did it? I'm not sure it did or not.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
High on Life 2. Good stuff.
Nice. This winter, damn. Nope, Switch.
No, Switch 2. Dude, I wonder if like Nintendo is holding all this stuff back for a direct,
World premiere.
which would kind of be annoying.
I mean, because like the fact that I watched the whole Summer Games Fest on Saturday, and they had one Switch 2 logo the entire time.
Which one was that?
I can't remember what it was, but like that's a little crazy to me.
Yeah.
And then Liza P DLC is out. Have you played it yet?
I have not, because it's not on Game Pass anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you have to buy it. Oh,
yeah, which is fine, but
yeah.
and then I think you have to be in Chapter 9,
Okay.
and I was on New Game Plus. I think I'm in Chapter 8, so I still have to play a little bit before I get back to where I should have been, or where
Okay.
I should be.
Okay. I don't think I ever reset.
Where's my...
Resonance? What? Oh, let's
Oh,
go.
Tail. Hell yeah.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alright, my computer was like dead. Unfortunately for me.
Was like the battery completely die?
Yeah. It just wasn't charged.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's super slow when you boot it up.
Oh, we getting a new controller. Wait, what is this?
Is this that Logitech?
The ROG.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey, we got Hollow Knight.
Oh, download natively. Let's go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which you could already do on the ROG, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is kind of sick.
Which triggers?
Okay, so this is like... Okay.
Alright, I'm about to join from the computer.
ROG, Xbox, Ally X. Sick.
Nice.
At Xbox, we strive to put the player first. And that's what you've seen from us over the years. We've led the industry with backward compatibility. We championed crossplay and cross-progression.
Yeah.
We deliver Game Pass, first on console, then on PC.
So there's two versions?
So what's next?
Yeah, there's like the
We give
I think
you
they
even more
just have
choice,
different
more ways to play. Our next
storage.
step is to unify your gaming,
Oh, okay.
no matter
I didn't know
where
that
you buy
there
or
was a
when.
difference in power or
So we're
something.
building an Xbox experience designed
There
for
might have been.
players,
I'm not sure. I
not
didn't
locked to a
catch the
single store
text.
Or tied to one device. The Xbox Ally is an Xbox you can hold in your hands, bringing together the power of Xbox and the freedom of Windows. On this Xbox, you can play games across your entire library, including all the Windows PC game stores, from Xbox and Battle.net to Steam, GOG, and Ubisoft Connect.
Dang.
And the
Steam
highly
as well?
anticipated Hollow Knight Silksong
That's
will be
crazy.
That's kinda
available
nutty.
at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. In fact, every new game you see
Wait.
in today's show will be playable on the Xbox Ally.
Wait, what did they say about Silksong?
They just said the ROG Ally is coming out this year.
Oh,
Later this year.
On any screen. That's why we're investing in Xbox Play Anywhere.
They better show Hollow Knight next. And
I mean, they just
freaking
showed
release date.
On
tile
any
for it.
handheld like the new
Yeah.
Xbox Ally, the Xbox experience roams with you. Your library.
God damn it! Too
professional
much
friends,
stuff
and
to buy, man.
there are over
Yeah.
1,000
This
Xbox
thing's gonna be
Play
like
Anywhere
$700
games
at
on
least.
Xbox
Yeah.
Today. And every new game you see in today's show, from our partners and our studios, is Xbox Play Anywhere. And because it's Xbox, you can always have access to Game Pass with a diverse lineup of games from the biggest franchises to critically acclaimed indie hits. This is the freedom we believe players should have. Any game, anywhere. And we are giving it our all every day to make this vision real. But it all comes back to the games. From Dead to Rights on the original Xbox to Armored Core 6, our relationship with Bandai Namco Entertainment has stood the test of time. We both believe in bringing amazing experiences to players around the world, and their next game does exactly that. From Rebel Wolves Studio, this is a story-rich action RPG steeped in dark fantasy that I can't wait for you to explore. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
monsters have always been here. Watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. But we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead.
Oh, it's cool.
Their worst nightmare.
Yeah.
A Dawnwalker.
Hmm.
All right.
Interesting.
Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
A lot of 2026 games announced.
Now that GTA's got a release date, they can kind of work around it a little bit.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's cool. Yeah, I bet a lot of people were already working towards the 2026 just to get out of the way
Yep.
of GTA. And now it's like, okay, well, now we just can't release
No.
anytime around
Yeah,
May.
May.
World premiere.
I would even skip June.
Yeah. I think April is safe, and then once you hit
Yeah.
anytime in
Once
May,
it
it's like-
releases, yeah, you got to give it
just-
like a 2-month like grace period. It's Meat Boy? What? Meat Boy's going 3D?
Dang.
Wow. This looks awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. Dude, Meat Boy
Yeah,
is so good.
Yeah, it was so fucking hard.
Yeah. And then they have that roguelike.
No, I never played that one either.
Dang. Oh god, this is gonna be so frustrating.
In the best way possible.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Wow.
dude. Hell yeah.
That's hype.
Awesome.
Like this is one of those games that should come to
Oh, for
Switch.
sure.
So
Yeah, that'll be a day one for me on Switch.
yeah.
Dude, Xbox, man, they just have the best showcases.
Mm-hmm. I mean they popped off last year.
Got your back, Yakumo. You're a wanted criminal now.
I'll kill the Dark Dragon
That was
myself.
this ninja.
It's my
Ninja Gaiden 4.
my duty as a Raven Ninja.
Forgot Platinum was co-developing it.
Breaking the Dark Dragon
I know.
has its consequences.
Yeah, the combat's gonna be good. Platinum's in there. I kind of want to go back to Bayonetta 3 and play that now that it's
Oh
60
yeah,
frames.
yeah. You finished the game, right?
Ryu,
What?
Okay.
I did, yeah.
something I need
Yeah.
help with.
I wonder if that would change my opinion of it, though. It might. I mean, it kind of felt a little
Yeah.
bit clunky on the Switch one. Oh boy, got some Elden Ring looking bosses in here.
Ninja Gaiden 4. Do we get? October 21st. Okay. Nice.
October 1st. Wait, that's October 21st, and then Outer Worlds 2 is also
so, yeah.
October? Bethesda.
Ooh, is this the DLC?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Good luck, Indy.
Like the Giants or something like that?
Hmm. Nice.
This is where it starts. Beneath the streets of Rome. Enter the city of Antioch. Find a secret relic. Bring it back to the Holy See. Defend the secret. They worshipped the giants.
The Order of Giants.
Order of Giants. Oh, it's gonna be great. September 4th.
Dang.
Pretty soon. Hell yeah.
Sweet. I wonder if they ever fix that bug. I haven't tried in a while.
It's been haunting you,
It
hasn't it?
has.
Premiere.
World premiere.
World premiere.
この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。
I wonder if we'll get a look at Gears again.
I hope so.
輪廻の獣は汚れを
Was it last year that they revealed it?
生物をむし
Yeah.
Or was it the year before that? That was last year. Okay.
No, it was.
Game.
Wait, what?
It's Game Freak.
Have they been? Let them cook now. Come on. Oh my! I can't wait for the memes. It's like.
This is what
Yeah.
Pokemon could look like.
What the hell?
No fucking way, dude.
Game Freak. That's insane.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。
Okay, so the Pokemon Company is the problem.
Game Freak can do this.
お前こそが輪廻
That's crazy.
を滅ぼす刃となる。
Beast of Reincarnation coming 2027. Wow.
Also coming to PS5.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do any more exclusives anymore.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine. Because they sweep their filth down to us.
Oh, is this
Yeah, I think so.
Clockwork?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
Here's to playing in the mud. Life
We don't have a release date for this yet, do we?
You will be paying me
No,
back
no.
until you fucking rust. It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
It sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
There has been a
The
crime!
norm.
Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick. Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular. Mm-hmm. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy
Cool.
part.
It's a cool way to
Cool.
create a character.
Yeah.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
I'll hurt you, you fucking meat sack!
Dang.
I'll leave you with a pissing bed of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your
Almost
back,
seems like Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this thing into the crucible and melt it.
I guess I didn't realize Game Freak isn't owned by Nintendo or Pokemon Company.
Yeah, they're not.
That's why it pays to be clever.
I think they did Little Town
Hero, whatever.
Little Town Hero a couple years ago. I think that released on other platforms as well.
Yeah, I think it came to Nintendo first and then
Go and end a few
came
arguments.
elsewhere.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah,
from what
I mean, it
saw.
didn't look very good.
Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time.
Huh? It's cool.
Put the bullet back in the barrel.
What?
Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened.
Interesting.
Change the
That's
world
cool.
as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell you, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool concept.
It's cool.
What the hell? I mean, kind of like
Whoa.
a Bioshock.
Yeah, yeah.
This year?
Definitely those vibes.
Coming in due time. Okay.
And piss off!
Looks great.
Cool.
Our creative teams are dedicated to bringing players
Mr. Booty.
award-winning,
Mr. Booty.
record-breaking, critically acclaimed games. Call of Duty, Black Ops 6 from Activision, Doom: The Dark Ages from Bethesda, Diablo 4: Vessel of Hatred from Blizzard, and Avowed from
Is there supposed to be a
Xbox
new Call of
Game
Duty this year?
All of our teams across Xbox First Party are shipping their
not sure.
most played games ever, and they're also delivering more content than ever before. From original single-player experiences to vast online worlds, our teams are empowered to build the games they've always dreamed of. We want our players to have the choice and flexibility of where and how they play the games our teams make. So of course, our games will be available day one in Game Pass, and every new game we make for both Xbox consoles and PC will be Xbox Play Anywhere. On behalf of our creative teams, thank you. These experiences don't stop when you put down the controller. As you've seen in recent years, more and more of our characters,
Do we know how long this thing is?
stories, and worlds are expanding
No.
to brand new audiences through TV and film. A Minecraft movie and the Fallout TV series broke records and brought millions of players into the game.
I would assume
We
an
have more
hour.
projects in the works as gaming continues to influence.
I can't wait for
film and
season 2 of
television
Fallout.
like never
Yeah, it's
before.
gonna be so good.
When it comes to growing new
Is it
franchises,
2026?
Obsidian
Yeah.
is having a year like no other. From launching a blockbuster new game like Avowed to the upcoming release of The Outer Worlds 2 this October. Obsidian is always delivering great games, and they have a third game launching this year. You'll get to go deeper on it in our direct, but until then, let's take a look.
Wait.
Deeper in the is it like a multiplayer?
World premiere.
Yeah, maybe.
I told you, you can't run from me, you foul beast! With new flexible legs, the Yoke action figure can ride anything!
Breaking news. There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will and left to fight for their survival in
Grounded.
the backyard of a deranged scientist. Formerly evil company Ominent Practical Technologies was set to dedicate a statue of the 4 teenagers, fast food science robot Burgle, and Dr. Tully when an explosion erupted. Dr. Tully and the teenagers' current whereabouts are also unknown.
You gotta keep them separated.
God, Obsidian just like pumps out games, man.
I don't know how they're doing it.
Wow. Crazy.
Wow.
Mine's
July
July. Oh my god.
Oh, the game preview. Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Three games in 1 year. That's
absurd.
insane work.
Yeah. Man, I cannot wait for Resident Evil 9, man. It just looks so good.
I think Leon is still gonna be. I think he's gonna be the main character.
Yeah, yeah.
I know they geared kind of positioned the other girl. I can't remember her name, but
This is a Bloopers game.
oh, the survival horror game.
Yeah.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
Kronos.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination. Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be first person or third person.
I have a feeling it'll be third person.
Yeah.
If it's Leon. Coming fall 2025. Nice. Nice. Looks, I mean, this one looks like Dead Space.
Yeah.
Which is good. Bethesda. Obligatory.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Need an update for that. Pets coming to the game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it seems like this game has a pretty active player base.
Oh yeah, I think it's pretty huge. It's like one of those games that like nobody really ever talks about, but it's like just insanely popular.
Yeah, just consistently getting content. Cool.
Yeah, like 26 million players. Like, come on.
Oh, cool. World-changing
cool.
server-wide event. A little, like a live event.
Yeah, it's cool. Seasons of the Worm Cult.
June 18th.
June.
World premiere.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold one to mission control. We're falling. Thomas, the ship's breaking apart. There's no time. Evacuate now. Thomas, come in.
Ariane, you sacrificed everything for a new world, to save mankind. And I'll always love you for that.
Thomas, wherever you are, I'll find you.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. In collaboration with the European Space Agency.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay. Game Pass.
World premiere.
Welcome
Welcome to England, Mr. David. I know this must be a shock, having never met your real father, but he left you this hotel in his will. It's been in your family for generations, much like the caretaker. He's a little eccentric. You'll see.
Let me welcome you to the Grand, a hotel famous across the land. Every room used to be in such high demand. Your wish I'll command here at the Grand.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Would you like some help with that?
What? This is like Power Wash Simulator? Like,
yeah.
So, my father was renovating the hotel when he disappeared?
Not just the hotel. He was helping the entire village. You have his power tools. You know, you could pick up where he left off. You seem like a good man.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm in. They don't suspect a thing.
Just make sure the locals don't get wind of what you're really up to. Because if they find out, they will Wickerman your ass.
You keep looking into things, and things are gonna start looking back. Don't make the same mistake your father made. In this place, the only one you can really trust is me.
Interesting.
What the heck?
I mean, okay.
Okay.
There are no ghosts at the Grand.
Interesting.
Yeah. 2026. A lot of 2026.
Yeah, a lot of games.
There are as many gods in the world as there are stars in the heavens, and when we need their help, they send us a hero. Who would have guessed the defender of my homeland would be my daughter?
She unlocked the heavenly
What
speed.
is
But is
it's
she
a,
worthy?
RTS?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Or it's like an expansion to like Age of Empires or something.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Age of Mythology.
Oh, okay.
You can't rule if the heavenly spear is mine.
Cool.
주권 국가의 자주적 결정을 누가 허락하는가? 만약 이 결정이 패권 국가의 특정 정치 집단의 이익을 저해한다면 당신의 특정 행동이 대중의 의사결정에 영향을 미칠 수 있으며 반대로 누군가는 당신의 의사결정에 영향을 주려 한다는 것을 인지할 때 자신만의 온전한 입장을 세울 수 있지 않을까? 당신의 입장은 온전한 본인의 판단인가? 그렇게 믿고 있거나 믿고 싶을 뿐. 당신은 무엇 때문에 분노하는지.
Is this Splinter Cell?
No.
No.
No, because it would have showed Ubisoft.
Yeah. Okay.
누군가 당신의 분노를 이용한다. 지정태. 지정태.
Cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Old military espionage.
Yeah.
There aren't many of those types of games anymore.
No, not really. There's not a ton.
E ora Olaien lo ite fativi. Novo. Te che maite ma. Muite unanite waeura. Dia. Novo tua libemo iwa lotaname. Ona otalima di efemo. Teonami. Toma tua calio, terali.
2026.
So many 2026 games. I'm not. It's a sequel to something. I'm not sure what this is.
Yeah.
Planet of Lana.
Oh, Planet of Lana.
Okay. Cool. Looks good.
Yeah. And Nintendo Switch.
There we go.
Finally, something.
Something. Yeah, they've got to be held out for a direct. Like a lot of these games will probably be like in some sort of sizzle reel or something.
Yeah. Nope. Fallout 76.
Obligatory.
Live service update.
Yep.
There. Beautiful day to relax by the old fishing hole, wouldn't you say? When it comes to fishing, Appalachia is a land aswim with opportunity.
Yes, you'll find fish of all flavors in every walk of waterway, from its mightiest of rivers to its humblest of ponds. Just step up to the bank, cast your line, and when your bobber starts bobbing, reel in the rewards.
Like that's the last thing you want to do in a post-apocalyptic Fallout world.
Get some nasty fish from the nasty water.
Bagging the big fish starts with finding the right tools for the job. There are as many unique combinations of rods, reels, bobbers, and baits as there are fish in the sea. And when you've caught your fill, pop over to the local tackle shop to swap fish tails.
Can you smell that? No matter what troubles plague the future wastelands of Appalachia, you can always find comfort in cozy little joys like this. You just gotta know where to look. Vault Life is your ticket to easy living. Design and build your own little slice of paradise. A place to show off all the bits and bobs you collect in your travels. Got a green thumb? Plant your own peaceful vegetable garden. And nothing warms the heart like a neighborhood cookout.
It's so unserious.
Yeah.
Join today, and tomorrow you'll be kicking back and sharing a meal with friends in beautiful Appalachia.
Gone fishing.
Out now.
Oh, cool. Shadow drop.
World premiere.
Are we getting a solo leveling game?
So to say, look familiar.
Oh, let's go.
But the show is a game.
Yeah, it really is. It's ridiculous. Dude, fuck yeah. If this is actually good, this is awesome.
Is this Bandai Namco?
I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm sure it is. They have like a monopoly over.
It's a good reminder. I need to go watch the show.
It's so ridiculously good. That's Aura farming the show. Rise. Coming fall. Sweet.
Nice.
Not coming to PS5.
Wow, interesting. Wait, did they say who the developer was?
I don't think so. It's gotta be Bandai. Like some of their studios.
What is this? Whatever happened to that Pokemon style game? You know that trailer and it was like in a city.
Oh, it was like Deku Deku. What was it? Doki Doki?
Not Doki
No.
Doki. Something like that though.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that thing was real. It looked too good.
Yeah. I mean, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it freeze on your end?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay. There we go.
Animo.
I mean, looks interesting.
Another Pokemon style.
Oh god.
Another Power
Hey,
World.
what's up, everyone? It's
Here we
Tony
go.
Hawk Pro Skater. I just want to say thanks to everyone for all the love and support we've seen since we announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 a few months ago. These games have changed my life, but more than that, I've seen them help spread a love and appreciation for skating all over the world, and that means everything to me and the team. I can't wait for you all to experience the game. It's been rebuilt with so much care and attention to detail, with some brand new parks, new music, new skaters, and more. And you can enjoy it all with your friends with up to 8 players in multiplayer. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 officially drops July 11th, and we have a lot more surprises to come. Check out the launch trailer now.
Nice. Ah, I'm so excited.
Yeah. This one's gonna be like 1 and 2. Like I really liked, but
This is the nostalgia one for
this is the nostalgia one for us for sure.
Yeah. Especially 3.
Yeah.
3 with the cul-de-sac level, Canada.
Yeah, the guy like taking a piss.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy looking.
Bam.
There's Bam. I had to show him off.
I'm so glad they added him in.
Yeah.
And the song, man. TMNT.
That's awesome. Let's go.
Nice.
Fucking Doom guy. Let's go. So ridiculous.
Oh, demo?
Oh,
nice.
Switch 2? There we go.
Yep. I think that one was already announced for Switch 2.
I think so too.
But good to see. I'm gonna see if the demo's on Switch too.
Yeah.
World premiere.
Okay, no demo yet.
Okay.
Have you played Cyberpunk yet?
No, I haven't. Kellen keeps wanting to play Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely not one of those games where I can play. I'd be by myself playing that one.
Yeah. I did try out. I booted up Fortnite last night and played a little bit of the new season and tried out the mouse controls.
Works good?
Works pretty good.
Hell yeah.
And I was just playing I just had the controller on the couch and was just doing it that way. So it would be a lot better if I had a mouse pad, but
yeah,
it worked pretty well.
Sweet. Yeah, I was playing World Switch Tour and like doing the little mouse, and it works pretty good. And I was just like on the couch.
Yeah. Welcome to it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think people. I think some reviewers were giving a bad score because it was $10 and not on actual gameplay or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like seven areas in.
Okay.
Like on the, I think I'm at the camera, the Switch 2 camera now.
Gotcha.
It's like
oh, here we go. Some gears.
Let's go.
Oh, so awesome.
That changed gaming forever. Missed opportunity to do the Mad World.
Switch 2?
Nice.
That was already announced, wasn't
it? Probably, yeah.
Okay, that's sick.
Nice progression.
Looks like they upgraded.
Whew.
Nice.
Let's do this. This is gonna be awesome.
Man, can't wait to replay this.
Yeah. Gears is so fucking good.
Yeah, no Switch.
No Switch.
Bummer. There's still hope for Halo. Halo.
Yeah.
You predicted it.
That's what. Yeah. Halo remaster or whatever.
Halo 1 remastered.
Halo
PS5.
Reloaded.
Oh.
Here we go.
Persona 4.
Persona 4 remake.
Day 1 on Game Pass.
The Smugglers League is always there. But you won't see
Oh, is this Sea of Thieves?
You
Yep.
won't hear us. And the only way
Of course.
What?
I said, of course. It's Sea of
Oh.
Thieves.
One of those games where it's like I don't think a lot of people talk about it anymore, but just people play it like
Yeah,
crazy.
a lot of players, and it's on PlayStation
5 and Switch. Is it on Switch?
No, it's not
I don't
Switch.
think it's on Switch.
like no other. So I guess my question is, can you handle that?
Getting your hands on gold is one thing, but you should know that this is what we're really after. The bigger the room, the better. Smugglers need to be adaptable. It's more than moving under moonlight and shadows. You should be ready to take advantage of others' misfortune. Stealing, of course, is always an option. Just do whatever it takes to get the job done. You are pirates, after all.
Pirates.
Pirates.
Welcome, my friends, to the Smugglers League. You're paying for that.
Season 7. Is that season 12 or season 17?
I think so. 17.
Jeez.
That's insane.
Yeah.
World premiere.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. Please, come on.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
is this Invincible? Yeah. It's gotta be. Yep.
Wow.
No, Dad, not even close.
Damn. Was this gonna be like a 2D fighter?
Oh, I wonder.
Have you ever seen this show?
No.
You need to watch it. It's
Pretty good?
pretty fucking good. Yeah.
I hoped you'd understand why I had to do this. Accept our rule or die.
Is that J.K. Simmons?
Yeah.
Voices him? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's a 3-on-3 fighter. Let's go.
I'm the guy who's going to throw you off this planet for good. I trusted you.
Let's go.
Pretty cool. A lot of juggling.
Yeah. 3v3 tag fighting.
See how you like this? It's an army.
I am ending you. I see it all now.
2026. Hell yeah, dude. 2026 is gonna be a hell of a year.
I know. What, Silksong? Oh.
Okay. Finally coming to Xbox.
Damn. About time.
This winter.
Remake integrate.
And
Oh wow, 16.
yep. Nice.
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
Our flames are our own, and they burn as
Wow.
Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being, but she may yet be saved by you.
Damn.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Awesome. Dang. That's huge.
Yeah. Finally got Final Fantasy back on Xbox.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Double Fine. What have they been cooking up? So this must go until 2:30 ish.
Yeah. The heck?
All right.
Their games are always so weird.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of cute. Keeper.
October 7th. Dang.
Nice.
They got a lot of stuff in October.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Is Silent Hill F also
Games
coming?
like Psychonauts 2 showed
I think so, yeah, that's coming this year.
themselves at creating unique and innovative experiences, and Keeper is no exception. Looking ahead, next year marks 25 years of Xbox. It's a big milestone for the platform and franchises that you helped build and make popular. We couldn't have done this without everyone who's been with us on this journey. As we think about bringing a new generation of players to these iconic franchises, I'm excited to share that players will get to celebrate 25 years of Xbox with a new Fable, the next Forza, Gears of War E-Day, and the return of a classic that's been with us since the beginning. Today, you've seen an incredible range of games from creators across the globe.
It's supposed to be the last thing.
Creators like In Exile, reaching for new
It's gotta be
heights
Halo.
with
Yeah.
Clockwork Revolution. Sluggerfly, making Team Meat's modern classic platformer into 3D. Square Enix, bringing more of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy franchise to our players. And Team Ninja, returning to the beloved series they debuted on Xbox. You've also seen the next Xbox hardware release, our Xbox Ally handheld.
The Watcher
which
plug.
lets you bring your Xbox experience and your library with you anywhere. I hope you enjoyed the breadth
kinda ugly
and
looking, though.
depth of the games,
What?
updates, and
So it's kind of ugly
experiences
looking,
that are
though.
coming to
Yeah.
Xbox from our partners and our own creative teams. We're seeing more players on our platform and in our games than ever, thanks to all of you. We're proud of the creativity that Obsidian is delivering this year. Immediately after Showcase, our Direct begins, where you'll go inside the studio for an extended look at the Outer Worlds 2 and Grounded 2. Thanks for joining us today. But before we get into the Direct, we have a final world premiere.
Come on, Halo. It's gotta be. Little butterfly.
Makes me think it's not Halo.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me. You
I don't-
already know us as a global tech leader. Our software, our systems, combined with our skilled team, is designed to save lives. Your years of service have shown you the importance of our work. Here, you'll witness the global
What?
scope of that mission in action.
Who's that?
That's the dude from
To our esteemed visionary.
Heroes and
Oh.
For too long, we have been bound by outdated systems, accepting limitations instead of redefining them. The Guild is safeguarding tomorrow, now. We are pioneering the future of protection worldwide. Our advancements are designed to elevate everyday life, reshaping the future of technology on a global scale. I'm Emma Kagan, CEO of the Guild.
What is this?
Fear is a powerful thing. David Mason. Menendez.
oh shit. Okay.
Wait.
The fuck?
Already?
Okay.
Must not be this year.
No, no way. Okay.
No Halo.
Yeah, no, weird. Still no Silk Song release date.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, it's kind of unbelievable. I'm kind of done waiting for that game. Kind of done.
Yeah, it was just a tease.
We here at the studio have joked around that
No,
this has been
Silk
the
Song will
biggest
officially release later this
now
year.
releasing early
Will be
this
a
year
launch
and then
title
getting
for the
released
new
to more
handheld
games.
Xbox
What
console.
better way to cap
Oh.
an incredible year for us than by doing what our studio does best, sequels.
That's where I come in. You can get out of here, Fergus. Thank you so much. No, you're doing great. You nailed it.
Mhm.
The sequel is the lifeblood of every great franchise. Think about it. The original creates the world and builds fandom, but the sequel, that's what makes it worth remembering. No sequel, no hoverboard. No sequel, no dual SMGs. No sequel, no Raccoon Tail. No sequel, no Zune 2, which doesn't really exist. but I wish it did.
Zune 2.
Zune 2.
There was a Zune 2. I'm Mark, the head of sequels here at Obsidian. I have sequelized everything. Blockbuster movies to AAA video games to my first marriage. So trust me, I know what I'm doing. Come along on this journey with me. Part 2.
I mean, Black Ops 7 looks cool.
Yeah.
We'll see what. I still never finished the campaign for 6.
Really?
No. Pricing, accessories coming in the coming months for
Okay.
the Xbox handheld. It's got to be like $600 or $700 though.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be dipping into that one.
Worlds 2 is a sequel
Nah.
to The Outer Worlds 1. It's a continuation of the themes of robber barons in space and how people are controlled by the stories they're told by the people who have power over them. This time we're able to go a lot deeper because we have more time and money, which is a great thing, and we're able to make it a much more true Obsidian reactive RPG than we were the first time around. So we're going deeper and more complex with everything for this sequel. Deeper story, lore, RPG interactions, reactivity, all the things we've been known for as a company.
I think we'll see a
It's
Nintendo
really
Direct
complete realization
sometime
of
this month.
Everything people want from an Obsidian game. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
this is the first time in over 25 years that I've had the chance to do a full sequel.
Maybe next week.
For a world that I helped co-create.
Maybe.
It's really just a fantastic opportunity to do it.
I mean, 'cause they're
expand the universe in interesting ways.
they're partnered
Even
with
further
Summer
the
Games
things of how
Fest,
people are affected by
and the
living
only thing that they had
reality.
at the show was a trailer for the Switch 2.
Mhm.
And so, no matter what kind of playstyle that you like, this is
Or no, it
just
was a Cyberpunk
and an
trailer.
awesome
Right.
game to jump into, even if it's your first one.
The first Outer Worlds was a great base to start from. as
Well,
it has
you'd think
all
they
the
would have announced
elements
it by
of a
now
great
then, if
Obsidian
it's...
RPG. Interesting characters.
It's like
deep
Monday or
worlds,
Tuesday.
and
Maybe
bold
they'll do it
choices.
tonight.
Mhm.
In the Outer Worlds 2, not only did we want to double down on those elements, but we wanted to give players even more of it.
We've also put a lot of investment
I'm
into skills and
I'm
traits
surprised that
that
Prime
enhance
hadn't
things
put
like
up a video yet
conversations and areas that we
What
can
about
in
Nintendo?
RPG interactions,
about a
which
direct.
are the part of the world
Yeah.
where players can use their specific skills
On to the next thing, now that the Switch 2 is out.
in
Yep.
unique ways in our new
First Switch 2 Direct.
Someone asked him about the Switch 2 Pro. Or like the OLED or something. He's like, I don't expect to hear anything for like at least a year.
Well, probably at least like 2 years, but
Oh, you know.
Deeper RPG options
he'll be making videos about it in a year though.
so players
Yeah.
can express their role-playing power fantasies. We also have different equipment options for different playstyles and different companions with different abilities.
Yeah, so the different allies are
In the first Outer Worlds, you start off as the Stranger. which
there's
is
different
basically a blank
storage,
slate to build on
but
top
the
of with
Ally
various
X is the more
attribute
powerful
points
one.
that would begin to define your personal experience.
Okay, okay.
You can
So I
make
bet
it
that
any
one will be like a premium price. Maybe the other one will be
role as an Earth Director
a little bit more, a little less
You can think
expensive.
of them as kind of like space cowboys or space sky marshals. They're the good guys that go into places and kind of fix everything that's wrong. You're gonna be one of those. But we don't tell you why you joined the Earth Director. There could have been a lot of different reasons, right? It could have been because you're an actual lawbringer and you want to go in there and spread law throughout the galaxy. It could be that you're a roustabout and you just had nothing better to do. After you pick your background, one of the really important choices you have next is choosing your traits. While we had attributes in the first Outer Worlds, we've leaned into traits for the Outer Worlds too, which are these big changes to your character depending on which ones you pick. So it could be something like Brilliant, where you can tag extra skills and you start getting extra skill points. And that's obviously really great if that's how you want to build your character. You can also go and do something like Lucky, where you get extra critical chance, and you also get a lot of really cool options throughout the game as well. Of course, we brought back Dumb, so players love the Dumb option.
Tell me, do you believe in signs? Not quite what I meant, but I like your contempt.
You excited for Outer Worlds too?
I could put your adventure spirit
You get like lots of really cool, fun
Not
conversation
like
options.
super
You can go
excited.
that even further. And again, there's
I never
lots of elements
finished.
in the
I
game
mean,
where you can
Yeah,
be
we
dumb
stopped at the
and
same
use that
spot.
for something.
Yeah.
It could be something as simple as banging on.
I don't
a
know.
machine
Something
to get
about
to
it just
work.
didn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
What would you give the Xbox showcase?
Your next choices are going to be choosing.
Yeah,
your
I don't know.
skills.
Probably like a
Skills
9.
themselves basically allow you to build on your playstyle and what your character
pretty
is
good.
doing in the
I'll
game.
probably go 8.
That will be
Yeah.
everything.
I think it was missing like
from
one
specking for an explosive specialty.
like Megaton announcement.
Yeah, I mean, if we got like a look at Halo,
Like we didn't see Gears E-Day.
like Gears,
Didn't see
Throughout your
Fable.
entire journey, your character
Yeah, still no
continues to
Fable.
change with the different choices you make.
which I don't.
In the Outer Worlds
I don't know.
1 actually had more
I don't
skills
really
than we
need to see
have,
more
So
Fable.
we condensed them
Yeah.
down to really the core and
But that
essence
being
of
said,
the
like
game.
Well,
Clockwork
I-
was really good.
Yeah,
made
like
each
I just want to see
individual
Fable
skill
gameplay. I guess is what I want to see.
instead of getting
Mhm.
small
I don't need like
percentage
another
we actually did much
funny,
larger changes, per
you know,
point that we put
trailer.
into each
Funny
skill.
British-
Again, all these
Yeah.
things
British
because
trailer,
of
yeah.
effect inside the world itself can matter quite a bit. You know, just even having one additional skill point in something can open up a lot more options in the world itself. If anybody's played Fallout New Vegas, they'll be very familiar with like the perk system. We basically borrowed that, but went even grander. We actually have more perks than Fallout New Vegas did. But here's the cool thing, right? We check and use perks for literally everything, right? So you can do everything from, hey, I want to make a stealthy build that steals stuff and is really good at that. Okay, great. Well, you can take maybe the pickpocketing perk. So that's not available to everybody, but if you select that, now you can actually go around and steal things out of people's pockets. There's another perk called Heavy Handed, right? Where say you're a melee person, what this does is now your power attacks that you use actually knock people down.
Oh man, I really like the serial killer perk. As you start killing people, they will drop hearts. And you can take those hearts, and essentially you're taking these trophies, you could say, and it's actually giving you a permanent health bonus every time you do it.
That's cool.
We have
That's
this
pretty
perk
sweet.
called Assassin. Now this is an early game perk that you can take, which every time you stealth attack an enemy, you're actually gonna get a movement bonus for a certain amount of time.
Cool.
Flaws were a system that everybody loved from the first game, but we wanted to make it more personal to the player. We wanted it to really reflect how you were playing the game and give you a bonus that you actually wanted to really engage with.
With the flaw system returning, we knew we needed to go bigger, better,
Somebody.
and more real than ever before. So
Watching that video.
we turned to the team. I told them, no bad ideas. Give me what you got. Okay, we need more flaws. We need them to be real. I want to put them in the game, so give me something. Inspiration. What's wrong with you?
Oh, I have bad knees.
You got bad knees. They hurt when you walk a lot?
Yes.
When you walk too much, they hurt?
No cartilage.
Sounds boring. Makes you sound like a boring person, but it's in the game.
I know it.
It's a good flaw. What about you?
I like to take small things sometimes.
So you're stealing.
No, I'm taking.
When do you give them back?
I don't.
Claire. Yeah, you shouldn't be stealing. What are you doing? You shouldn't be stealing, Claire. Tiny crimes? Tiny crimes? You hear the second part, though? It's a crime. You're stealing. Claire, that's wrong. You can't steal things, okay? But it's an amazing flaw, and I'm putting it in the game. But you're a bad person. Are you the one that took my stapler?
Do you need it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please. Here, what do we got? Flaw.
I like to stare at the sun.
How long did you stare at the sun?
Just lunch break.
An hour?
Oh, I only get 30. You guys get an hour?
I get an hour.
Oh. Makes you feel energized.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
No. Anything else? We'll put it in the game. We'll put it in the game because I feel bad for you. Anything else?
One of my favorite flaws is something called bad knees. It will actually give you the option to take this flaw that'll make it so that you move faster throughout the game. But the problem is, anytime you stand up, your knees are going to make a loud popping noise that makes it so that, well, everyone around you is going to hear you.
That's good.
This is really interesting because what it does is when you steal something, you can actually sell it for more bits than normal. And like that sounds really great. The drawback is sometimes when you're looking at things in the world that are owned by somebody else, you'll automatically steal them. So be very careful about how you use them.
Wacky perks is the sun
Okay,
laser
I think I'm gonna play this game.
It just
Yeah.
gives everyone cataracts while playing their game, so everything becomes like light shafts and blooms and hazes, and makes the game pretty unplayable if you happen to choose that perk.
That's
If
funny.
you happen to be the type of player that habitually reloads your weapons like I do, well, you'll be offered the flaw of over-prepared. Now, you'll get larger magazine sizes on all of your weapons, but if you ever fully empty your magazine, you're going to take a debuff for a while. While we support options like being a gunslinger who wants to key into destructive weapons, or a rogue who wants to alpha strike their enemies before they know what hit them, we also allow for a lot of fun and experimental builds. You can be a mad scientist who utilizes gadgets and wacky science weapons and armors, or even a psychopath who gains permanent bonuses to health by murdering their friends.
Nothing shows the impact of these character build options better than, in my opinion, the bridge area, which has a quest you get early on in Paradise Island. Not only do you kind of encounter this very early, and it's a very core one to the story, but it really expresses our philosophy of allowing the player to solve problems in a bunch of ways. So you may solve it by, you know, speech options. You may talk to them and maybe have to go do a quest.
Have
with
bad
them
knees.
and really
I
prove
think
that
so
you're a
funny.
friend of the Protectorate to get by.
I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate.
I feel
Go
heard.
guns blazing, and you can just take everyone out inside the POI, lower the bridge itself, and kind of get across. You could sneak in, lower the bridge, and then actually sneak in under the bridge to get over to the other side. You can bypass the bridge entirely if you found like certain gadgets, like the shield gadget that protects you from poison gas as you go across, or the double jump boots, which kind of allow you to jump across the chasm and get across that way.
Love a good double jump.
There's even a really kind of messed up way, right? Which is players can actually sacrifice one of their companions, the companion who they just found as part of.
We're no different than the Breeze if we start tossing our own to the rats. I sure as law ain't gonna follow someone who can't see the wrong in it.
I must admit I'm surprised we could come to an understanding. But I thank you for your loyalty, stranger. As promised, you shall have clearance to cross this bridge.
It's such a fun quest, but again, it really showcases that we want you to be able to solve this in whatever way you want to. When you build your character your way, we're there for you. We really want you to have the experience that you want to have out of this.
From the very beginning of our discussions about the Outer Worlds, we really knew we wanted every game to take place in a different colony. This lets us expand on all aspects of the universe. Every colony can be its own thing with its own flavor, and we can center them around anything we want. Any ideas or setting we're interested in. Arcadia is an isolated colony with abundant resources, and it's run by an authoritarian faction called the Protectorate. Their dictatorship is thematically based around the question of how much freedom people will give up for security and luxury. For Protectorate subjects, unfortunately, that answer is everything. The Protectorate is also incredibly wealthy because it was founded by the inventor of the skip drives, which are the Outer World's faster-than-light engines. But those skip drives are starting to cause rifts in space-time, which are cutting off all the other colonies on Earth from being able to trade with each other. The Order of the Ascendant is an offshoot of the Order of Scientific Inquiry from the original game, and like them are a science-based religion with the same goal of solving the universal equation, which will allow them to predict and alter the future to the benefit of all mankind. They used to be part of the Protectorate, but they split off to focus on solving the equation for the good of everyone, not as a way to simply control the masses. The player's been sent to Arcadia as an Earth Directorate agent to find out how the skip drives are causing the rifts and what can be done to stop them. Each of the factions have their own solutions to the rift problem and their own goals. The Protectorate wants to close them to protect their legacy as the inventor of the drives and their wealth. The Order wants to close them not only for the good of everyone, but also because they're complicating the math they're using to solve the universal equation. And Antes just wants to be able to open and close them at will to control all the trade routes between the colonies. In addition to expanding the themes and lore of the Outer Worlds, we're also expanding the humor, so each faction has its own flavor of absurdity. Anti's Choice is a merger between Anti-Cleo and Spacer's Choice from the original game, and there are corporate representatives in the Outer Worlds too. They've invaded Arcadia to liberate their resources for all of humanity, at a profit, of course.
One of my favorite things from Fallout New Vegas is the radio system. It was just iconic for me, and I wanted to make sure that the Outer Worlds 2 had that. So we actually built out 3 different radio stations, one for each of the major factions. You also have a ton of music. Each station might have, like, I think 20 tracks of unique music that we've made for it. It's a lot of stuff. But the really cool part about this entire thing is that we actually put a lot of reactivity into the radio. So it will respond to the things that are going on around the world that you've been interacting with. So if you go into a location, let's say you solve a problem for the Protectorate folks, if you listen to the Protectorate radio station, they're going to be cheering you on as a hero.
Wonderful news, everyone. The Zeranium gas leaks at the Automech repair facility, strongly believed to be caused by Anti's Choice malefactors, have been corrected.
That's pretty cool.
just managed to fix the electrum leak in their repair facility. Now, I'm not saying we caused it in the first place, but sure like the idea of all those broken automechanicals and all the excessive gasping and choking involved.
The factions and companions are great examples of how we're going deeper and more complex this time around. They're integrated into the game's storyline much more than we did on the first Outer Worlds, and like with everything else in the game, they have a lot more reactivity. There are 6 companions in the Outer Worlds too. As usual, each has their own quest lines, but this time they are also connected to a different faction and have character arcs that the player can affect through their choices. Your first companion is Niles. He's another Earth Directorate agent like you, and he's looking for your help to decide whether he wants to become an even better agent or to turn his back on the Earth Directorate completely. There's also a somewhat cute Automech support drone that is basically Niles' helper. Her name is Val. Marisol is part of the Order of the Ascendant, and she's an aging but still deadly assassin. That's right, she's a deadly mathematician who may or may not have some unfinished business to attend to with the player's help. There's also a cultist named Azza, who is part of a sub-faction that worships the rifts, and in her case, violence in general. You can choose to either turn her away from overt violence or support her chaotic and dangerous tendencies. At one time, Anti's Choice had a program to graft soldiers with animal parts to make them more formidable. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work and most of them are now dead. There's a combat medic who survived, however, named Inez, and she wants the player to help her fix her graft, among other things. Finally, there's Tristan. He's a Protectorate Arbiter who is judge, jury, and executioner all rolled into one heavily armored package. It is your choice to either help him judge wrongdoers or show him what true justice looks like.
We definitely have reactivity in the game based on how you've been treating your companions. I won't reveal the end of the game, but let's say if you have not been treating them well, you will find out at the end of the game what that means.
Companions are a very, very important part of merchandising, because that's the real beauty of the sequel. We're talking merch, baby. It is the lifeblood. It is what fuels us. Do you want to see some of my ideas? Hop, hop. Check this out. Gen Alpha loves body pillows, especially ones that look like human beings for some reason, right? Who needs a significant other when you could have a knife-wielding space psycho up in your sheets, huh? What do they do with them when they get them, huh? Maybe a little napping, maybe a little snuggling, maybe a little nut.
The visuals of the first Outer Worlds depicted a frontier colony in space. The Outer Worlds 2 is driven by an invasion of the Arcadia colony system by Anti's Choice, which shifts the visuals to be more reminiscent of a World War I-like setting in space. That evolution is seen across all aspects of the game, starting with the factions. How do you militarize everything, including extreme capitalists or math-crazed scientists? In a World War I setting, war comes with propaganda. The Sovereign uses it to maintain control. Auntie's Choice uses it to help.
Outer Worlds 2 is confirmed to be $80.
To show how it exists within the
Wow.
plan. We want players to feel like Arcadia is a
Wow.
living, breathing place scarred by a long.
Wow, that's their first.
Fairfield, one of the
This
first
is gonna be
towns
the first
in
$80 game.
was once under protectorate control, but has
Hmm.
recently been taken over by Auntie's Choice.
It's on Game
They
Pass,
don't
though.
just occupy the
Yeah.
town, they rebrand it with their signature style, repainting buildings, posting guards, and adding propaganda-based holograms featuring Auntie and the Moon Man.
Silksong randomly showed in a sizzle reel for an Xbox handheld is the funniest decision they could have made.
Yeah.
And visually
It
realizing the world of the
seems
Outer Worlds
intentional at
2
this point.
was making sure everything is clear and recognizable from the player standpoint. We want to make sure each faction has a particular look and design. So when the player is running across these vast, different environments and landscapes, they're recognizing the motifs and visuals of who they're talking to, what they're going to be talking about, and how that progresses throughout the story. The first Outer Worlds was really about player interfacing with corporations. And while we have that in the Outer Worlds 2, we really want
Because I mean, you'd think Xbox would be a place where they would give a release date, but I guess. But if it's gonna be like day one with the Ally. Did we get a release date for that?
With larger environments,
No,
we
right?
encourage exploration
Yeah.
by improving player mobility across the board.
So-
Now you can run, slide, double jump, mantle, and parkour your way through all of the nooks and crannies of these worlds. It really allows the player to just explore and have fun finding really cool stuff.
We've aimed to make
Yeah, I feel like
everything in the Outer Worlds
mantling and
2
like
better from top.
clambering is like should be like mandatory for any first person shooter now.
It's a necessity now.
And especially our gameplay. A good sequel is true to the original. That's first and foremost, right? Like we all want to add in a bunch of things as you're making a sequel, right? We want to make it bigger and better in every way. That's what we were trying to do here. And I thought we did not need this consultant. We've made enough sequels. We understand how to do this. And I will say, I don't think it's been entirely successful.
I am very proud of the combat improvements we have made in the Outer Worlds 2, thanks to my patented combat system. You may be thinking to yourself, it can't be that good. Shush, what are you even talking about? You haven't seen it yet. Watch this. Put a helmet on, because I'm about to blow all of your minds with my COMBAT system, combat system. My name is Mark, I'm the head of sequels. Shall we begin? You're thinking, what's C for? C, capitalize the fact that the people loved the first game. We're gonna take those people, we're gonna make them buy the sequel, giving out pounds, pounds, pounds. Quick ones, ha, ha, not you, Dev. Here we go. What comes after C? O, optimize for player satisfaction. I am terrified of online gamers, okay? I wanna make them happy, so let's, okay? All right. Mobilize the players so they're ready for that sweet, sweet pre-order. Clap
This is hitting different knowing it's $80 now.
Yeah, right.
Sweet, sweet pre-order. Everybody has a different rhythm, and it's blowing mine. And here we go. B, burglarize. What is this? It's basically just finding new ways to loot dead bodies. You know what I mean? Right, Otis? Okay. Well, it's a big part of the game. A, you got to agonize about how many people are going to be angry that we have just put so much combat into this thing and almost no romance at all. We should look at ourselves. What is wrong with us? Huh? We can't have one love story in this? How many people have been in love? Raise your hands. Raise your hand if you're in love. Okay, are you lying?
I have a wife.
Put your hand down. T, trois. In French, that means two. Sequel.
I think that means 3.
Okay, you're getting ahead of yourself. Come on, Claire. We're on 2. And how do we do it? Anything is possible. And we've established that we're the best there is, and there's no sequel better than us. And if I could just say one more thing, thank you very much. I know I've kind of changed the world of
Big
video
sequel
games
energy.
today.
For the Outer Worlds 2, we wanted to improve gunplay in every way. We focused on improving the feel of each weapon, the way a weapon snaps into ADS, the way recoil feels when firing, and how impactful our sound effects really sell the weapon's fantasy, to things like how unique reload animation can add a lot of character to each weapon. We've increased
$80.
$80.
weapon types, but also through a host of fun and unique weaponry. We have
GTA 6 is going to be a whopping like $500.
Yep. That can explode like grenades, or can even be eaten by the player for additional health.
I guess this is their big title release for the end of the year.
Yeah.
And they said that games would be $80 on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
Starting later this year, so that makes sense. I wonder if like something like High on Life 2 would be $80.
I bet that'll be like 50 or 60.
Think so?
Yeah. I mean, unless it's. I mean, it looks more impressive than the first one. So who knows?
New to the Outer Worlds 2 are throwables. So you can use frag grenades to flush out enemies, smoke grenades to camouflage and escape, distraction devices to bait enemies into a stealth attack, and even science grenades that will levitate enemies, allowing you to fire upon them while they float helplessly. And of course, science weapons are back. We have returning favorites, like the Shrink Ray. This time it's been upgraded, so you can shrink your enemy down to the size of a sprat and run over them, exploding them into bits.
The Shrink Ray.
That's so cool.
That was probably my favorite one from the first game, so we brought it into the second game.
I didn't realize that was in the first game. I never got that far.
Shrinking your enemies for a short period of time and having them re-expand, this time they stay shrunk. And we actually added in the ability to step on them and kind of squish them and kick them because we knew that that was the player fantasy. We knew that's what everybody wanted to do. They wanted to step on the enemies. They wanted to kick them. So we made sure to double down on that stuff.
In addition to things like our returning favorites, we also have some really fun and unique new science weapons. One of them is called the Armageddon. This one's really cool because it actually shoots out these masses that are like these little arms that will stick to people or cover or all kinds of different things, and they will continue to just hit them until they get destroyed. And we have another one that's just super cool called the Spectrum Dance Saber. This is a melee weapon that actually lets you attack to a musical beat. And if you continue to do that,
That's
you'll
awesome.
actually get additional bonuses each hit you do.
That's cool.
One of my personal favorite weapons is called the Big Bang. It's just a big freaking gun that uses material harvested from rifts to shoot out a giant ball of energy, vaporizing everything in its path.
Wow.
Now, ammo's extremely rare for this weapon, but you can use it in just the right
Like a
situation.
BFG.
with devastating effects.
Like another great one is Gary. If you wear Gary, he will lash out at your opponents as you're walking
What
through.
the hell?
So we even have science armors, and we've really kind of shown off what we thought was really great for the player from a science perspective.
We're all about letting people play the game their way. There are some players who prefer
Kinda
to be
sold.
immersed in a
Yeah,
first-person view,
that's why I like these directs. Is like last year's Call of Duty. Like I wasn't, you know, super into Call of Duty.
Why not allow both? Well, now you can
And after
swap
watching
between
like the
two,
Omni movement and
letting
stuff, I was
you
like, oh,
enjoy
this
the
is actually really
experience
cool.
in whatever
Yeah,
way you
up
like.
third person.
Yep.
One of the things I really like about having the third-person mode is being able to see all of the fun and unique armors and armor combinations and weapons that you can equip your player with. All of the actions that you could do in first person, so you're double jumping around, you get to see your character in that way. And you get to take in the world and see things in a different light.
Looks a bit better than Avowed's third person mode
Yeah.
at first glance.
The Outer Worlds 2 is really the biggest game we've ever made. Bigger choices, more reactivity, more weapons, more things to find in each of the worlds the players can visit. The team has done incredible work bringing the Outer Worlds 2 to life. And we can't wait for you to play it.
Even though we've always been a multi-project studio, this is going to be the first time we've ever released 3 games in 1 year. It feels amazing to do. We're so excited for more people to be playing our games.
It's
It is
insane.
truly
Yeah.
an exciting time here at Obsidian. We're exploring worlds big and small while expanding on franchises that we've created, and we have no plans to slow down. We hope you all continue to come along with us as we do what we do best, make your worlds your way.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Yeah, looks great.
With the Outer Worlds 2, we're all about the best place to play, which is also the promise of Xbox. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it may be hard to play it when you're staring at all these beautiful holes. Let's cut that. You can play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox. Oh yeah, now that's Microsoft. Or you can take a phone call on this Xbox, then play the Outer Worlds 2 right after. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Hello? What am I doing? I'm playing the Outer Worlds. Hello? Yeah, this is Mark. I didn't know I had jury duty today. You could play the Outer Worlds 2 on this Xbox, but it takes 2 people to lug around safely. We're gonna go up to my apartment, okay? And this is an Xbox you actually wear that also plays the Outer Worlds 2. What do you think, Claire?
This is amazing.
Are you playing?
I think so.
Fantastic. So now this is actually not an Xbox, so you cannot play the Outer Worlds 2 on it. Can't play anything on this. I guess Bread. You ever play Bread where you take it out of one slot, put it in the other? I don't have friends. If you pre-order the premium edition now, you'll get early access, which is like a prequel to the sequel, or is launch the sequel to the pre-order.
How much is the premium edition? God,
probably $100.
Jesus Christ.
Either way, my job here is done. It's time for the Grounded 2 portion of the Direct, which is sort of like the sequel to the Outer Worlds 2 portion of the Direct, which I absolutely just hit a home run with. You know, it's really nice to see my influence go on to other games. Take it away, team. And big exit.
So, hungry?
We're so proud of Grounded. What started as a small passion project to make a quirky game where you're shrunk down to the size of an ant, trying to survive in a backyard, grew into something way bigger than we ever imagined. Over 25 million of you jumped in, explored, built, crafted, and fought giant bugs together. Y'all helped make the entire experience very special to us. The team's been cooking up a ton for Grounded 2, and we're so excited to talk about it. I had to grease some palms to steal a bit of time from the Direct to give you a deeper look. There were so many possibilities and ideas that didn't make it into the first game, so with the sequel, we have the chance to dream bigger. To achieve those dreams, we partnered with the amazing folks at Eidos Montreal. Together, we're taking Grounded from the backyard to an even larger world, the Brook Hollow Community Park.
When we started working on Grounded 2, we knew that we wanted to make a bigger world. Fortunately for us, Eidos Montreal became our main partner on developing Grounded 2. They have a lot of similarities to the sorts of things that are important to us at Obsidian. They tend to make very narratively strong games. They make games with really deep characters and great character progression. They make games with great gameplay.
Everyone at Eidos Montreal is thrilled and honored to be working with.
Did you play a ton of Grounded?
Our two studios
Not a ton.
share a lot
Just a little
of
bit.
DNA.
Yeah.
The same things that are important to Obsidian Entertainment are important to us. Choice and consequences, player communities, and doing justice to great IPs and great franchises. The fact that we're the first partners that they're working with to make a sequel to their franchise feels like we're an important part of their history.
The events of Grounded 2 take place 2 years after the first game. The same 4 teenagers are returning.
So there's Max, Hoops, Willow,
and Pete.
They're a couple years older, which means they've gone through a bit more high school, a bit more mature. It's 1992. The world's a little bit different, but we're still in that fun, nostalgic era of the early 1990s. In Grounded 2, we're moving the action out of the backyard and into the Brook Hollow Community Park. Not only is it bigger, it allows us to tell a lot more stories and expand the world of Grounded by exploring what the community of Brook Hollow has been up to and what they've been through.
The park overall is about 3 times the size of the backyard, and our initial starting area is actually the same size as the entire backyard from the first Grounded. The reason we wanted to move into a park wasn't just to create a bigger world, but was to give us the opportunity to explore the community of Brook Hollow and what secrets have they been hiding.
What we love and what we're excited about in terms of the park is the opportunity to create environments and landmarks that are mundane at normal size, but are colossal wonders when you're the size of an ant. Everything from a giant trash can to a community picnic table or a snack bar. all of these areas come to life in a brand new way.
Part of the fun in Grounded 2 is that the park was evacuated really quickly right before our teens were shrunk. And that means that the park has been sort of turned upside down and is in a topsy-turvy state. And that leads to really fun environmental storytelling, but it also leads into the creation of amazing biomes for our characters to explore. One of my favorite examples of this is the ice cream cart. In all of the commotion, the ice cream vendor's cart has been knocked over and its contents have spilled out into the ground. And what this means for our young adventurers is that they'll be able to explore this frozen cave of interesting challenges and colorful Lovecraftian horror.
We have one anthill that's actually somebody decided to bury a bunch of toxic stuff in the park, and so there's all these toxic chemicals underground. The environment looks very cool and very spooky with all of these sort of chemical pools, and of course nothing can live down there except for one type of insect, the cockroach. We're oftentimes reinventing environments, and in future updates you're going to see a ton of new stuff. You do a lot of fighting against insects of all shapes and sizes. We didn't just want it to look better, we also knew we wanted to add a new layer of strategy. The changes that we've made aren't limited to tuning animations or adjusting attack or defense numbers or making characters or insects move faster or slower. But we did all that too, but there's also an entire sort of rock, paper, scissors strategy involving light attacks, heavy attacks, and blocking. We've also added dashing as a new way to both get out of danger quickly or jump in for a quick attack.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't really like the combat in the first game, so it sounds like it's better.
Yeah, it was too like floaty, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Looks super cool and is ultimately just a ton of fun. We're leaning into clear play styles for tanky warriors, low defense, high damage rogues, effect wielding mages, and ranged hunters.
It's cool.
In the first Grounded, we have mutations, and there were weapons and armors that favored different playstyles. In Grounded 2, not only will there be passive mutations, but there will also be active mutations. And a lot of those mutations support these archetypes.
My favorite way to play pretty much any game is chasing after those game-breaking builds. And that's why I'm so excited for what we're doing with archetypes in Grounded 2. I'm all in on the rogue. Now, you can even dual-wield daggers. I've been dialing in this glass cannon build that stacks ambush, assassin, and cardiofan mutations with the Wolfbane daggers and the Wolf Spider armor. It lets me open up combat with massive backstab damage that also inflicts venom. Then, I can use the extra stamina to reposition and try to dodge, rinse, and repeat. It's high risk, high reward, and absolute chaos in all the best way. I'm looking forward to seeing what wild combos the community comes up with and what they inevitably break once they get their hands on the archetype system. It's going to be
pretty great.
awesome watching
Yeah,
it
that was good.
evolve with player feedback and watching us try to keep up with all of your game-breaking builds.
One of the great things about Grounded is the variety of players it attracts, from builders to crafters and everything in between. If you've ever watched me on Casually Grounded livestream, you'd know that I'm neither. I am a murderer of insects. Personally, I prefer the term harvester. I love going out, hitting things, and bringing the materials like insect body parts back to my friend's seeds. This way, we keep progressing and playing together.
We're also trying to make sure that armor and equipment are easily understood by the player, especially when they're playing co-op with their friends. It was really, really important for us to deliver on all of that for the bigger space and experience, because that was the only way we could truly support the feature the community has been asking for since the very first Grounded release. Mounts. Our mounts, we call them buggies, have an entire suite
pretty
of
cool.
moves and have their own special abilities and attacks.
We really wanted the buggies to be an extension of the player in every way possible. And that meant making sure that buggies had unique and valuable abilities across all the core pillars of Grounded. So that doesn't just mean exploration and travel. That has gameplay implications for combat, crafting, and building as well. Just like how we wanted to expand on player playstyles throughout the game, we're going to make sure that every buggy that we add has its own personality.
The Red Ant Soldier can enlist up to 2 Red Ant workers to follow you around and help you out. If you get into
cool.
combat and
Yeah.
you don't want to fight while you're saddled on your buggy, you can jump off and they'll fight right alongside you and provide support. The Orb Weaver buggies are a little less useful when it comes to general utility, like building a base or harvesting, but they're awesome when it comes to combat. Sure, their defenses aren't super strong, but they're heavy hitters. They're also super fast and they have some great special abilities, like a scream that allows them to stun lesser-powered insects, and the ability to shoot webs and entangle other creatures. So the Orb Weavers won't be your base building buggy. You should use the Red Ant Soldier for that. But they're super fun for exploration and combat. Red Ant Soldiers and Orb Weaver Spiders will be available at Game Preview launch. There will be others in the future, but those are the 2 we're starting with. The connection that our Grounded community has with us is something we want to keep forging with the sequel as we make an even bigger game than the original.
Pretty much from day one, we knew we wanted to return to Game Preview for Grounded 2. Sure, it comes with some trade-offs, like the game's not done and it's out to the world, but there's so much value in building it alongside the community. Buggies change how you traverse and navigate the park. What we're doing with Grounded 2 is we're actually keeping zip lines held back so we can see how players engage with buggies, and then we can tweak zip lines to bring them back over time to really complement that buggy experience and make exploring the park far more fun. That kind of feedback loop helped shape the original Grounded, and we wanted to shape the design for Brook Hollow Park, archetypes, buggies, all of it. We also learned a lot from that first time around. One thing that stood out immediately, players blaze through our content, especially the story. That makes sense. Story, characters, world building, that's kind of Obsidian's thing. It's the flavor we bring to the survival genre. So this time, we're starting with a much bigger baseline.
There's been an explosion at Brook Hollow Park. Chaos descended on a ceremony commemorating the 2-year anniversary of when 4 teenagers were miniaturized against their will.
One of our favorite parts of the first game was watching the community uncover clues and spin up theories. This time around, we're leaning even more into that, and we'll be keeping a close eye on what our players discover and how they interpret it. Because you never know what might inspire us as development moves forward.
We really started to hit our groove at the end of Grounded 1. We found that being open about what we were planning and then following through was key to building trust with the community. As a small team, we had to experiment with update pacing and scope, and what we found resonated the most with all of you were bigger, beefier updates, even if it took us a little longer to land. So that's the plan. Larger, more complete updates spaced out just enough so we can take your feedback seriously and make every drop count. You can expect in our big updates, new buggies, new biomes, new building pieces, all the good stuff. And we're launching with a public roadmap so everyone knows what to be excited about in the future.
All of us at Obsidian Entertainment and IDOS Montreal are super excited about how close we are to letting all of you players get shrunk a second time and explore the all-new park on buggies in Grounded 2. If you're a returning Grounded player, we're really looking forward to you experiencing all the improvements. If this is your first time getting Tiny, then all I can tell you is that a world with an entirely new perspective and an entirely new feel awaits you in Brook Hollow Park. It's time to ride together and survive together.
Looks cool.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
It's coming June or July?
I want to say July.
July. Okay. Grounded 2. October 29th, July 29th. Nice.
Okay. Cool.
Good stuff.
Got a sizzle reel now.
We have been expecting you. This is where it starts.
Okay, so no Call of Duty this year.
Yeah. Is that the first time, like, in ever?
See, last year was 6. The year before that was
3.
3. Which Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah, when Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah. Yeah, at least the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Please follow me.
Well, hello there. It looks like you're about to do some renovations. Keep your filthy pictures off me! You think I care?
This is gonna be awesome.
Mayday! Mayday! Hold on to mission control. We're falling!
Had enough yet?
Good stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Goddamn, showing Silksong again on the console.
Oh man.
Nice.
Yeah, that was super good.
Yeah, it's good.
So you said you give it an 8?
I'd give it an 8. Yeah, I think it was just missing like that Halo 1 remaster, or
Yeah.
remake, or another look at one of the big games coming out, like Gears E-Day, Fable.
Yeah. I guess ending on Call of Duty is, I don't know. As someone who's not super into Call of Duty, it's like, really?
Yeah, it's not super exciting, but I am glad they're going with Black Ops again, rather than going back to Modern Warfare or one of the other Call of Duty franchises. So, yeah, I think I'd give it an 8.
At least it looks unique.
Mhm.
Looks interesting. Cool. All right, Brisky. Well,
All right.
we'll be back tomorrow with the podcast. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh man, it's gonna be a complete Switch 2 breakdown.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
All right, later.
See ya.